Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your November reading. We are going to take a look at the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Cancer. We are also going to incorporate Venus into this reading. So if Venus is Cancer for you, then this may be your reading this month. So welcome, welcome. This is general, career, love. Whatever comes through, I will relate to you. We're going to have a card of the positive goal, whatever the main message is for each week of the month, and then we'll pull out the detail and any adversities, challenges, or struggles that could come along that could block you from your path. And I will pull romance cards for those who are couples, singles, and a final inspirational message at the end. So let me finish pulling the fourth week. Oh, there it is, this one right here, this one. You have to be very particular about what card comes out. So welcome, Cancers. I'm glad you are here, and we are starting off the month of November with you picking a path in life, choosing one direction from the other, going this way, that way. When it comes to a job offer, when it comes to getting a new job offer, do I keep the one I have? Do I move forward? We'll look at the detail, but for a lot of you, I do feel this is about your actual career path is what I'm getting. This is a different direction than I think you were anticipating on going. Probably a job that flies in from out of the blue. Not that it's necessarily handed on your doorstep and you don't know anything about them. I feel for some of you, you've got somebody in a position of power that is going to help you see a different path in front of you that you may not have recognized before. This would be somebody that you hold in very high authority, very high power around you. Now, this is about your traditions, your beliefs, and your values when it comes to this particular path, course, direction that you're going. For some of you, this has a lot to do with a family dynamic where you're getting ready to make some huge significant changes. It may even be, do I go back and mend things? Do I walk away? We're going to look at the detail right now. Now, the 5 on here with the Hierophant is talking all about changes, and that's exactly what we're talking about, is this course correction that is going to absolutely change your life. You have the 3 of Pentacles, you have the card of Patience, which is our beautiful Temperance, and you have the 3 of Wands. So you may very well be seeing 3s all around you when you approach that first week of the month, which is, I'm recording this right at the end of October. Now, this is about team camaraderie for some of you. This is literally about a new work opportunity coming in that is not only going to be compatible with you, but it's going to teach you yourself to be patient when it comes to building this environment. You know, based on your own traditions and values, that we all have a lot of work to do when it comes to building team camaraderie and really getting to know the person. But for a lot of you, I feel you've already put your feelers out there, and this is an opportunity that is literally, like I said, like some angel's just going to go whoop and hand it right to you. Not absolutely looking that way, but that's the way it's going to feel, where it was just given to you. Now, with this 3 of Pentacles, for some of you, this is about getting married, where you actually are making a decision, do I want to get married or do I not? Because it may include you relocating. It may include travel for you to be with this person, but for the majority of you, I feel you'd have to literally relocate to where they're at. So that could cause a big moment for you to step back and say, wait a minute. But the beauty about this is a brand new change, Cancer, that is going to bring beauty and joy back into your life. This is a job offer that is going to make you feel secure and grounded. When we're seeing those 3s, and 3s are beautiful energy to see, you may be seeing 2, 3, 4, and 5, which I just did in, it was either Scorpio or Gemini. They also had those repetitive numbers. So you can check out that if that's your moon and rising or Venus sign. But with this Cancer, this is saying be very patient, because you have to plant seeds when it comes to building this. So for example, if you're going to get married, it takes time to plan a big, large wedding. Even medium weddings take time. Unless you're running down to the JP, the Justice of the Peace, like we have it here in the US, it could take some time for you to get all the ducks in a row. But be patient because you know exactly what to do. And I do feel for some of you, you're actually going to get engaged in the first 2 weeks of November. Now, this is a general reading. To know for sure, you're going to have to check that out through a private session. By the way, I am closing. My private readings will be ending. They will not be available. October 31st is the last time to book one. I may open them up once a month or down the road, but for now, I am closing my actual readings. I will be opening up group readings and sessions and so forth. So let's look at any adversities that could come through for you and help you get over that, because this is going to be more of a contemplation week. It is about taking action, most definitely, and looking for that security that comes in this opportunity through this relationship. Just remember, you are being guided, and you will feel the presence of that beautiful, beautiful being of love and light around you. They have a really amazing presence when they are nearby. And some of you, if you're getting chills right now, that's a really good sign. That's the confirmation that you needed. Now we have the beautiful little Prince of Swords, and this is truthful information getting ready to come through. And they're saying use your own eagle eyes, okay? Because no matter what, whether it's a page, a knight, or a king, or what, with the swords, this is about seeing beyond what's right in front of you, knowing that you're not going to say yes to a marriage proposal unless you really believe the two of you are on the same page. The Five of Cups is feeling guilty. You may have some guilt because there is another person attached to this reading. Here is the Queen of Cups. So you might be having to choose between a job and a person. Do I marry them and let go of the job of a lifetime, or vice versa? For others, this may be actually getting an offer from two different people, or wondering who you're going to give your offer to. Whatever it is, this is saying you are going to be in your true element, whether you're a male or a female. The Queen of Cups is talking about being open and ready for love in a very big and profound way. This is wonderful energy for you to lead into the month of November. For some of you, there is some guilt attached, and you're literally going to make a decision to walk away from a person or an experience. But you equally have something coming in as soon as you do. You're going to know how that resonates with you. You've already put your resume out. You've already met somebody else. Whatever it is, you already have something coming on the other end. So it's like that final decision. Now, rolling into the third week, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords can represent the Justice Department, and for a lot of you, I do feel this has to do with a legal situation where you may get the information. This may be the legal documentation that's filed or served to you. Most likely it's served to you, and it's handed to you at your front door. With this King of Swords, there is a lot of honesty getting ready to come through. Truthful communication that is going to help you make this path, or let's just say confirm the course correction that you are doing in your life. And I feel it's literally going to be like a change, something that you've had to make a decision for a while, but not necessarily did you do that. We also have the Emperor, and this is a wonderful opportunity. Remember, I said you may get two opportunities coming in. It may not be the offers coming in, the final offers, until the third or fourth week. You get the invitation, you get the first interview, but the third and fourth week is when you're going to get the actual offers. Now, the King of Swords could be a person who is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Again, the Emperor, that beautiful Leo kind of an energy, where this is a very powerful, and I love this, that's why I like this deck. I don't even design my own deck because this is beautiful. I don't sell them, but you can find them anywhere, and they are listed in my description box. But this is the Emperor, and it's all about power. This is a government institution, a very large corporation, a huge corporation that may actually be a very prestigious law firm. Cancer, if you're getting an offer from a prestigious law firm, it will literally change your life, because with this comes great responsibility. With this comes a lot of truthful information that you yourself are going to need to to, I feel you're going to do your own documents. It's like I see you writing out your contract and they sign it. So if this is being in the document room, you're getting a job. Maybe you're going to work for the government and get a job in documentations. And they're saying here, do your own contract. If it's HR, they're saying do your own introduction packet, right? Where you get that practice on yourself. If you know what I'm talking, if you're in business, you know what I'm talking about. So let's look at the details. For some of you, this may be severing ties and getting that final answer. Literally, this is the final result coming in. So with this Emperor, that would be the final decision handed to the attorney, the legal documents being taken care of. So we have the World card, and this is you saying, okay, I'm ready. I'm going to take this job offer. I'm going to take this new offer, and I'm going to start a brand new chapter in my life. And you hear this repeatedly, at least for me. I don't have time to read. There is one reader I listen to. I just love him. And I've been listening to him for a while, and it's just fun and very accurate for me personally. This is an opportunity for you to actually make a course correction that is going to start you in a new chapter. So for example, if this is that prestigious firm, that very important job offer that could come in, or even a person, this is going to change your life for the better. With the King of Swords here, this is saying this is going to be an amazing opportunity coming in. One that, although you have the Emperor twice, you may be dealing with a person who's super, super stubborn. Okay, for some of you, that's what it's going to be. But it also is talking about, with the Emperor energy, especially twice, you're dealing with an organization, an institution, and even a person that they do not like to make changes. So you have to accept this offer as is. It's not like you're going to go in and turn the whole company into something revised and brand new. They like the structure that they have. Now, they could be bringing you in to record some of those changes that they may have recently made to accommodate the changing world around them. But for a lot of you, this is a new path that you've been waiting for, and you probably had to be the Emperor in order to get the offer from the Emperor. You had to be strong in your own convictions, your own value, and you had to come in with a lot of truthful information. So the Emperor twice is not necessarily bad. It's just a very, you'll be stuck with this decision. You will be stuck in this energy, and I shouldn't say the word stuck because the Emperor doesn't feel stuck. They know what works and they know what doesn't work. End of the line. Period. Nothing else to discuss. So we have as an adversity the Ten of Cups, which also was in either Gemini or Scorpio's reading as well. The Ten of Cups is creating a beautiful harmonic family. This is the abundance card right there. The next card is the Ace of Cups. This is the happy home, happy family life where you have the house you love, you have the job you love, you have the life you love. But for some of you, this is what you're going into. For others of you, this is the adversity. Your family might be saying, no, don't take that offer, don't take that opportunity. Why? Because the Emperor, we have two. It could be two actual Leos, two Taurus. I feel Taurus is in this reading very heavily. Taurus, by the way. It could be two people who are entwined with each other. This could be legally you're entwined with another individual in a partnership where both people are standing there saying, no, it's got to be this way, it's got to be this way, and there is no agreement. But with the King there, you're getting ready to create a change in this partnership that's going to mesh the two of you back together. I love this card, especially with romance, but in any area of life, this is saying two people, partners, you and I, we come together in a business capacity and we just mesh. So everything is going to start flowing very, very quickly. And this beautiful Ten of Cups is getting ready to come for a lot of you. So there is an ending, basically, where you're going to start something brand new and it's going to feel right, perhaps even for the first time for some of you. It's going to feel like you are in harmonic flow with the universal energies, with everything around you, and on a destined path. It's really beautiful vibes. So let's look at you if you are in a couple And this is a where both people agree on that you're in a relationship, whether you're single, whether you're separated or not. And this one is for singles. And then I'll pull one more card for inspiration. We have retreat. So if this is a situation where you've been dealing with your spouse and on the borderline, perhaps even separated, living in different rooms or different houses, you have an opportunity to come together to discuss this further. Some of you, you are not going to sever ties, because that fourth week is saying you're actually going to recreate and rebuild a relationship where you were being stubborn and they were being stubborn and you weren't finding an agreement, but yet all of a sudden it just kind of lands on your lap. This and time away together is what is going to reunite the two of you in a interconnected way. Now, if you are single, we have make the effort. So whoever you meet, don't worry about what you've been through, because that's in the past. Don't look at the future, because it isn't here yet. And if you're looking to get married because you went on one date and you really like that person, and there are a lot of people that do that. I know it may not be you, but there are people that do. If you want to get married to that person, you're way too far in the future. Make the effort. Let them know that you like them. Pay attention to them on that date when you're on a virtual. Pay attention to them. Make the effort to let them know there's something about them. You have beautiful eyes, whatever it is. Engage this individual because you do like them. And maybe you are seeing a future with them, but you'll never get to the future unless you live in the present moment first. So they're saying make every effort you can to let them know that, hey, I think you and I could, we could make this work A-okay, right? I think that you're my soulmate. And that's what a lot of you are going to do. So it's beautiful, beautiful for those of you who are single, well, even married. Love is just going to be a wonderful place for you guys to be. So let's pull one more card, whatever inspirational message, guidance, direction, whatever it is. Pride. Okay, now we have two, right here. We have two emperors, and this is talking about pride. Now, one person standing strong in who they are, and the other one is standing strong in who they are. Two partners in business, two people in a relationship, two family members at odds with each other. I'm not going to change, and I'm not going to change, right? And this is saying pride. Pride makes a lot of relationships fail because of the ego. We can't say we're sorry. We can't admit when we're right or wrong. And we stand stubborn and stand in a place where we have no room, no wiggle room for adjustment. But for you guys, because this message is here, they're saying don't be in that ego. Be in the moment with whatever's going on, and the reality is going to actually work in your favor. Have an amazing November. Thank you for watching.